Hello, and welcome back to the Anarchy Arena. Today I'm bringing you another game, another review kinda. I also am gonna go over like tips and like stuff that you can do in the game. This is Total War Warhammer. I am loving this game. I love the Total War series. I'm a huge fan. I've played all of them. And I had to do a review, tips and hints on this because it's just so much fun to play. And I know a lot of people out there are playing it and having a blast with it. So I decided to go ahead and do a video on it. I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. First thing you see here is the map. This is the whole map here of the game. And you can literally go, all the way around here and conquer these. What you see here in this kind of brown color is what I have currently conquered in the state I'm in my campaign. This is just a single player campaign. I'm not doing like a multiplayer one. I am playing as the vampire counts. That is who I'm playing as. That's who I first picked. I haven't played any of the other I played humans for a little bit. I liked them. They were cool. But I've stuck with them because I wanted to finish them. I really like them a lot. One pro to the vampire counts is they fight to the death. They will not run away. That is an absolute positive. And I thoroughly enjoy that part of them because I don't want to run away. I want to fight to the death. I think that's super cool. And that is one of their super positive strengths there. Let me dive in here. I'll show you what the in-game map looks like. And then see, this is where I'm at. These are my lands right here. Where all these cities are. This is what I've conquered so far. You start here with this one castle. And then since then, I have expanded outwards. I have gone and captured all of these. And so some things in the game. So when you click on any of the buildings in an area, it brings up the three cities you see on the HUD in the bottom center. These are the three cities within the region. So from one building, I can upgrade the buildings of all of the cities within an area. That's super cool. It's super convenient. I don't have to go to each individual city and upgrade buildings. I can click one and upgrade from here. So as you see here, there's a new building available here. I can go ahead and build this if I want to. Okay, and so you see it takes 2,000 cost. At the top here, Total Dark Magic. This is the currency this group uses. The vampire counts use Total Dark Magic. That is our currency. You see I have 8,000 right there. This is our predicted income per turn. So that's how much profit I'm making right now. And then these are some perks you have that you get through missions or if you screw up or stuff like that. Like this one's negative chaos corruption. I don't want that. So, and then there's ways to get rid of them. So you got all different kinds of buildings. This is considered your main building in each one, this top left corner here, okay? And some of these buildings can't be upgraded until this one reaches a certain level. So, and they also increase income. Like for example, it says right click to show more. So here's the building map. Okay, these are like all the buildings you can get in the game. And you see minor settlements, like the smaller ones, not the capitals, only go to tier 3 on the buildings. So this is my main one, and then let's right click and see this goes to tier 5. So that's super cool. Now you're wondering, okay, well it's not unlocked. How can I unlock it? Well, I actually do have it unlocked. I have insufficient funds. But when it says sometimes you need a population or you need a surplus, this is it right here, population surplus, okay? It tells you your growth and then turns until surplus point 2. So 2 turns until the next surplus point. So that's how you know when you're going to get a population surplus. And you need so much surplus points to get unlocks and stuff. So that's like super cool. I really like that. So honestly, I'm not going to buy anything because I really want to get this to tier 5. So what I'll do is just for the sake of this tutorial here, I'm going to end my turn. Oh, look, it says unresolved action. So if there's things you can do in the game and you try to end your turn, it'll say, hey, you should do this first. But this also brings me to my next point, something really cool in the game. I'm going to X out of this just for a second here. Okay, so let me go to one of my armies. These flags right here, these are my armies. See, I have him garrisoned. So this is an army, and this is your army panel. You can recruit new units here. And then depending on what buildings you have in the area, say I can't recruit a certain unit here, I just hop over this border to this area, and if I have the building, I can recruit the unit there. And then something really cool about the vampires, you can raise the dead. I can literally just spawn new units into it instantly, like boom, there you go. And you notice my predicted income changes because you have upkeep per. So that's like a super cool thing about it. Okay, but to my point here, this is why I can't go. Each hero which are lords. Actually, there are lords and heroes. Heroes are just like assassins. Like, see these guys here? This is a hero, and what she does is I could sneak her around into villages and sabotage them or kill other heroes that are trying to sabotage me. Like this guy here, I could assassinate him, but it says my success is too low, so I can't, because he's messing with my town right now. But so this is a lord right here. I haven't got an army to him yet, but he needs to level up. Each lord has this right here, which I think is super cool, and it goes like so far. I mean, there are so many skills for these lords. It's so cool. I love that. And then as you unlock them, the chains unlock and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. It's essential. I won't go too much into all the skills. When you play the game, you know, you'll see them all. There's just so many of them. I'm not going to go over them all right now. But you see how many skills you can change. A lot of them are like increase, you know, vampiric corruption in an area. Or increase the healing you'll do, the damage you'll do, the amount of armor you have. Stuff like that, you know. And you can just keep upgrading. It's super cool. I love it. I think that's so cool how they did that with the lords. It's been in past games, so if you've played other ones, you know, it'll look familiar. So, and then see this one, I can also upgrade this. So that's cool. So building and vampire, I showed you those, you know, I showed you the stats for the leaders, I showed you how the buildings upgrade. And then, I mean, if you played any other Total War games, it almost follows suit. If I wanted to attack this one here to gain this ground, I would take my army and I would click this arrow and say attack. And then you could declare war, or if you don't want to break your peace treaty with someone, then you don't have to. See, over here are the humans, and I have a peace treaty with them, and they're making payments to me, so I wouldn't attack them. That's the basic principles. You know, you have your army, you can recruit, build them up. You want to try to stay with a profit so you can, you know, get new buildings and stuff. But all right, so in order to end my turn, there was one more person that needed a skill point. Okay, so this is a hero. Heroes as well have a skill tree, just like the lords do. I love this. And so I have him up to here. I have him up to here. This one is cool because it increases 8% chance of killing target, plus 8% chance. And now I can go to here. Scouting. Action scouting target, own army. Increases the chance of post-battle magic item drops. So when I have him battling with an army, I'll get like cool weapons. Let me show you my experience, guys. See, these are the weapons here. After the end, if they pick up a magic weapon, it sticks with them and it constantly gives them boosts. And I think that's super cool. There's just a lot of things to this game that are really neat. And so if you ever pick up weapons, you're like, well, how do I see where that weapon went? It's right here. It's right here on the character panel. Right on the border there. And it's super cool. Plus 22 weapon damage and missile damage. Fantastic. He's probably my most experienced one. Manfred, yeah. Level 9. He's definitely the one I've been doing most war with. This guy's brand new. He's only level 3. He's level 11. Oh man, I've been using the heck out of him. I didn't realize he was such a high level. He's level 4. He's pretty new. So yeah, that's it for that. Other than that, you know, you got the different races, which is super interesting. I can go ahead and show you the races you start with. Now, I don't have any mods. I don't have any DLCs. I don't even have the Chaos DLC, which is really the only thing out right now for it. But I can go ahead and show you the race. Oh no, let me go ahead and end my turn real quick now. And I want to show you what happens when I build this. Okay, so that's a hero. That's an enemy hero right now. Oh, he attacked me. This is a hero battle right now. Just spies going at it pretty much. This is what a spy is to most people, what they would know it as. And so they're trying to like ravage my city and sabotage it. They're probably going to attack at some point relatively soon. There's a dwarf army. They don't like me very much. I've made them pretty mad. Snuck into Orba and succeeded. See, this is a hero that snuck into my city and succeeded. I don't know what they did, but you know they hurt you, and my person got assassinated. Fantastic. This guy right here is messing with me hard, and I don't like it, and I can't kill him. So let's go ahead and take this. Oh shoot, I don't have enough yet. Let's end another turn. Now, I usually don't end turns this fast. I try to get the most out of my turns. I want to try to do as much as I can every turn. But for the sake of this review, I want to go ahead and buy that building just so you can see it. Max out a city building. And then I'll show you exactly how much it increases my income and stuff. So I'm doing it just for the sake of the review here. But more than likely, I will typically not be pounding turns like that. Turns, you definitely want to try to get the most and move the most amount of spaces and stuff every turn. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this. It's going to take 6 turns for this to take effect. But if you look on the left side, public order +5, gross +50, and then public order +2 in adjacent provinces, income from all buildings +50, income from buildings in adjacent provinces +25%. That's awesome. And it grants 5 construction slots. Holy crap. It can garrison a whole bunch of people too. Income generated 750. So that's going to be 6. So that's going to move up to 1750. So that's really cool. So that's what that does. That's why you want to try to upgrade your buildings as much as possible. And then this is the furthest I've gone here. All right. Well, that does it for the basic, the basic of how to play the game. You want to try to keep your people happy too. One way to do that is when you own all of the buildings in a area, like I do here, you can give commandments. Right now, I have it on growth +20 of vampire corruption. You can also do unit experience, increase capacity, tax rate increase, which that will make people unhappy, and then public order. So, just stuff to know. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit to the main menu real quick. And then here, I will say I will do a new campaign. All right, here are the factions that you start with, okay? You have the Empire, which are the humans. You have the dwarfs. You have the green skins, which are like orcs and goblins. That's what they are. And then you have the vampires. So those are the 4 that you can choose from right off the beginning. As DLCs come out, obviously there's going to be more, but that's just what you start with right now. And honestly, they're really good. The greenskins and the dwarves are super interesting. The dwarves they're technically the easiest in the beginning. And the greenskins, the vampire counts, and the humans are all normal. So, and they all have their pros and cons. Like the dwarves don't have any cavalry. No cavalry at all. So against archers and stuff, that can be really annoying. So, yeah, against humans, that makes it tough. So, yeah, but those are the 4 units. I just wanted to go ahead and show you those real quick. All right, and that's going to do it for my Warhammer review and tips and tricks and the basic how-to of how to play the game. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe, like, and comment below. I appreciate all the support. If you have anything you'd like to say to me, please let me know. I will be coming out with more videos here soon. I have a Dreadnought video coming up that I've been making, and I'm so excited to put it out. So thanks for watching, and I greatly appreciate it.